first. So the Cardinals go for it on 4th and goal. Inside the 1. Kenyon Drake tries to go up the middle, but he is stuffed. Stop short. Officials will take a look. Call stands. Drake not pleased. It's still 10-7 at the break, 3rd quarter. Cardinals punting. Gunnar Olszewski on the return avoids a tackle, and it's going to be a touchdown, right? I mean, whoa, what a block. He's all the way back. But there would be a flag. And it was that big block that I pointed out. Blindside block is what it's called. Belichick's like, wait, really? So the Patriots have to settle for a field goal to tie it at 10-all. Back comes Murray and the Cards, and that pass is tipped and then intercepted by Adrian Phillips. So now the Patriots take over at the 8, Arizona 31. Little pitch to James White inside the pylon. Patriots go in front 17-10. It's their first lead of the game. 4th quarter. Cardinals 3rd and 4 inside the 5. Murray. What happened? Well, there was flag thrown. Stephon Gilmore called for holding, so the Cards get a fresh set of downs. And what do they do? 2 plays later, Drake goes into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. We're tied at 17. 4:38 remaining. Cam looking to the sideline, but it's intercepted by Drake Kirkpatrick. So now the Cardinals take over on the Patriots side of the field. Ensuing drive. Drake looking for the first down, all kind of traffic, and he is well short. So Zane Gonzalez comes on now for a 45-yard field goal attempt to go up 20-17, and it is wide right. So Kyler's like, yo, we're supposed to be having a lead? No. Patriots take over. Less than a minute to go, 3rd and 13. Cam keeps it. Sprinting for the pylon, takes the hit as he goes out of bounds. Oh, yeah. You thought there'd be some pushing and shoving after that. Simmons making helmet-to-helmet contact. He's called for a personal foul, so that moves the ball up to the Arizona 39. A couple plays later, gains some yardage. Nick Folk from 50 yards away. And Folk is down the middle. Patriots only had 179 yards of offense, but they still win it. 20-17 was the final.
I told kicker guy, I said he's putting on a performance that's going to put him on Santa Claus Christmas list. And I'm expecting him to stay on Santa's good list here moving forward.
I thought that that situation, Cam did a nice job of, putting us in position, coming down to the final kick, and Nick came through again. So it was great for it to all, work out there.
27-24. Hill with 13 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Mahomes 37 of 49. These two ridiculous together on Sunday. Mahomes had his 5th career 400-yard game, continuing his stretch over his last 4 games being very hot. As for Hill, he set career best in receptions, yards, and scores on Sunday, becoming the 5th player in NFL history to have 260-plus yards and 3 scores in a game. Jeff Darlington covered this thing for us.
Yes, the Chiefs only won Sunday's game by 3 points, but there was something about this performance that felt like Kansas City is revving it up for another postseason run just at the right time. And much of that, no doubt, had to do with the first quarter, in which Tyreek Hill scored 2 touchdowns and had 203 receiving yards.
He just looked like he's a pretty good matchup anywhere, with anybody. So he's strong and quick and fast, and he can catch. So the quarterback trusts him.
That's just the problem that defenses have when they go against us. We have so many good weapons. It's hard to try to take away one guy when we can go to the other guys. And so this week it was Tyreek's week, but I'm sure other guys will make big plays the rest of the season. We played well enough to win. I still think there was times offensively we could have been better in the second half in the red zone we talked about. And then that's the great thing about football and the NFL is you build and try to execute and be the best at the end of the season.
It's very frustrating because very, very few guys have I've ever seen in this league or any league that can backpedal 8 to 9, 10, 11 yards in the pocket and throw a dime 25 yards down the field. He has an unbelievable skill set.
The Chiefs look like a team ready for the postseason, while the Bucs look like a team still trying to find their way in. But with the bye upcoming and 4 manageable games, revving it up. But they need to find their identity, and they need to do it soon. In Tampa, Jeff Darlington, ESPN.
All right, back with Tim now. And I mean, let's be fair here. There have been consistency issues, continuity issues at time with this Bucs offense and Tom Brady in his first year. Tim, what did you see, though, from the Bucs on Sunday?
Well, there was some good to take from their performance, but when you play, the best of the best in the NFL, there's a small margin for error. So little mistakes, end up being the difference in the football game. And when you talk about the passing game, it always starts with the pass protection and understanding the issues you have in pass protection. You have 5 offensive linemen to block the 4 down and the Mike linebacker, which means that linebacker right there, if he blitzes over Mike Evans' head, Tom Brady has to see it and throw hot to Mike Evans. Well, here comes that linebacker. Brady doesn't see it, and Evans doesn't look for the football. Brady instead, throws the ball quickly. It's incomplete. Then you have this situation. Left guard and left tackle can block 2 of the 3. Well, Sorensen blitzes. Tackle squeezes down, which means Clark is wide open at Brady. He's got to throw hot there. They're not on the same page. Ball's tipped, intercepted to Tyrann Mathieu. So when you just look at those little things that, it's maybe 2 plays in a game where Tom Brady still throws for over 300 yards, but it's the difference in a football game when you're playing a team that isn't making those mistakes on offense. So, look, they weren't out of sync the entire game, but there were parts of it where they were, and that's really ultimately the difference between the 2 teams on the field on Sunday.
All right, well, let's go to the Chiefs. After the game, Tyreek Hill said that they've got the best head coach, the best offensive coordinator, the best quarterback, the best tight end, and really, really good receivers, including him. Besides everything, what's working with this offense right now?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I would disagree with Tyreek Hill's assessment. Look, we've seen the big plays down the field. They have so much speed on offense. But it's some of the other stuff they're doing offensively that makes them a nightmare to defend. They're great in the RPO game. They're super creative in short yardage and goal line situations. This is what I mean. First play of the game, it's an RPO. This is a called run to the right. But because of the reaction from the defense, Patrick Mahomes is just going to pull this football, throw it to Tyreek Hill, and now you have like a 30-yard gain to start the football game on a called run play. Similar situation here. You have a called run to the right. The corner's going to blitz. It's going to take Mahomes off of the hand and the football off. He throws it to Tyreek Hill on an RPO, and it's about a 25-yard gain. Then you get to 3rd and 1. You think, finally, we got him to 3rd down. Well, they run the speed option. And, for a defense to be prepared for the option, you got 2 guys running to the pitch man, and there goes Patrick Mahomes. Listen, you think you're defending the option when you play the Ravens, not when you play the Kansas City Chiefs. And so I just think there's so much that they do well. And then you combine that with, the talent that they have at the quarterback and other positions, and they're just so hard to stop. And so I think Tyreek Hill's assessment of who they are offensively is pretty accurate.
Yeah, they got pretty good schemes and really good talent executing those plays, so that's why they are so hard to beat. Let's take a look at the AFC South for a minute, Tim, because you had a meeting between the Titans and the Colts that will determine the leader of that division going into the next week. Ryan Tannehill, Phillip Rivers, quarterback matchup. How about this one? To A.J. Brown over the middle, and then he seemed to be surrounded by Colts defenders, but his speed didn't care. 69